Most traders think the biggest battle in trading is against the market. But the truth is, the real battle is always inside your own mind. And that's exactly where a trading journal becomes one of the most powerful tools you will ever use. It doesn't just record your trades, it reveals your mindset, your emotions, your habits, and the hidden patterns that silently control your decisions. When you sit down and write what you were thinking before entering a trade, something interesting happens. You start to notice the emotional triggers you never paid attention to. Maybe you took a trade because you were bored. Maybe you increased your lot size because your last trade was a loss and you wanted revenge. Maybe you exited too early because you were scared of losing profits. These emotions always existed, but without a journal, they stay invisible. A trading journal brings them to the surface. Think about it like turning on a light in a dark room. The room didn't change, you just finally got to see what is actually inside it. A journal does the same with your mind. It shows you your fear, your greed, your overconfidence, and your impatience. And once you can see them clearly, you can finally start controlling them instead of letting them control you. Another powerful thing about a journal is that it connects your decisions with your outcomes. Most traders only look at profit or loss, but when you write down why you made a decision, how you felt, and what your plan was, you can compare intention with execution. You might discover that your strategy is fine, but your mindset is breaking the strategy. Maybe you followed the plan perfectly on winning trades, but broke your rules on losing trades. This helps you realize that the problem is not the market, the problem is your emotions during the trade. Over time, your journal becomes a mirror that reflects who you truly are as a trader. Are you disciplined? Are you impulsive? Are you patient? Do you panic easily? You cannot hide from the truth when it's written down in your own words, and this honesty is what helps you grow faster than anything else. A journal also helps you identify repeating emotional patterns. For example, you may notice that every time you trade right after waking up, you are not focused, or every time you trade during high news volatility, you make emotional decisions. Or after 2 losing trades, you always try to overtrade to recover. These patterns don't change unless you notice them, and you don't notice them unless you write them down. Most traders think they know what their mindset is, but knowing in your head is not the same as seeing it clearly on paper. When you read your journal at the end of the week, you will be shocked at how many emotional mistakes you keep repeating without realizing it. This awareness is what separates consistent traders from struggling traders. And here's the most important part. A trading journal removes the illusion that the market is your enemy. It shows you that your real enemy is your reaction to the market. Once you understand your own mind, trading becomes calmer, more logical, more controlled. You stop chasing trades. You stop forcing entries. You stop reacting emotionally, because now you understand yourself. Your journal becomes a map of your psychological journey. Every page shows progress. Every note reveals growth. Every mistake becomes a lesson instead of a regret. And slowly, you begin to transform, not just as a trader, but as a thinker. That is why a trading journal helps you understand your mindset better than anything else. It gives you awareness, it gives you clarity, and in trading, clarity is power. When you truly understand how your mind behaves under pressure, you become a different kind of trader, calm, confident, disciplined, and aware. And once you master your mind, the market no longer feels like chaos. It becomes a place where you make decisions with purpose, not emotion. And that is where real success begins.